I mean, I would, be lying if I said that it worked in every individual all the time, but I would say that, in comparison to what we've seen with some of the other biologics where we had a lot of high hopes, dupilumab has really been the one medication that at least and I know several other allergists and respiratory specialists, pulmonologists reach for because we are pretty sure that it's going to work and it's going to work quickly and it's going to match what we've seen in the clinical trials with really profound efficacy in improving lung function and reducing exacerbations and reducing the need for oral steroids and just improving control of, again, not only their lower airway disease, but their upper airway disease. So it has been really reassuring to see that what we've seen in the real world matches what we've seen based on the clinical trials. So, I mean, I think consistent with what we've seen from the clinical trials, dupilumab has been really quite a good medication at reducing the need for oral steroids and the need for visits, hospitalizations, asthma exacerbations are the number one reason that we would use an oral steroid. Um, and so, I would say that when you look at the raw exacerbation rates in the clinical trials for dupilumab, those raw exacerbation rates, depending upon biomarker status, were anywhere from zero 0.2 to zero 0.5 in that range. And I would say that that's consistent in the individuals that we've seen who've been on the medication. It's rare that we see them having exacerbations of their asthma, and it's rare that we see them needing oral steroids. I'd say the exception are those that are early on in therapy who are oral steroid dependent and have ultra T2 high disease, where they have these massively elevated biomarkers with very high FeNO, high eosinophils, are on oftentimes very high doses of oral steroids. In those individuals early on, I would say we often see that they may still have sort of a little bump or flare of their asthma. But as they've been on therapy longer, at least what I've seen is that they really have good control of their disease. And those are the most burdensome patients. And over time, I've seen as they've been on therapy for months to years, that their asthma really comes under quite good control with low exacerbation rates, visits, and hospitalizations.